if you're ending a heartbeat, whose
Yeah.
heartbeat are you ending?
Yeah.
And can you point me to any instance, any example where a man can legally stop the heartbeat of another human being, innocent, nonviolent? Let's not get into war here. Can you name me any example? More importantly, can you name me one example that would allow men to do that exclusively? Meaning men would be allowed to stop someone else's heartbeat and women wouldn't be. That's the only way that your argument holds water.
Oh my gosh.
Or the other argument, what about a man should have an equal right if it's equality, right? As
Right.
opposed to just one gender over the other or flipping the script so that one is taking advantage of the other.
Right.
Again, if you even assume that the opposite of is true, would that mean that a man has an equal right to say, hey, we had sex, you definitely have to take plan B. And
Right.
if you have a fetus in you, you definitely have to get rid of it. I mean, that extension, that right has to extend to a man if you're going to follow that track.
No, but it's her body. How dare you?
Well, all right. I mean, and then you say, oh, well, it's her body. Okay, fine. There's a reason why you have to stop and say, stop its heartbeat, stop her heartbeat, stop his heartbeat, instead of just saying, stop all the heartbeats.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Well, look, it's a great
point.
point to talk about the heartbeat and saying that it's a separate heartbeat, right? Because what we're dealing with here is somebody who is saying every part of my body is under my control, and this thing that is inside of me is not a person. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Fine. If you want to have that argument and that debate, that's fine, because at some point it becomes a viable human being outside of the womb. We can talk about that.
Well, that's a whole macro discussion.
I know.
Again, there's no
But to-
consistent line to draw outside of conception,
Right.
but yeah.
But I'm saying that's fine. But now with these heartbeat bills, what you're saying is they're making a very fine point and saying that's a second heartbeat that you can't stop and think that it's just a clump of cells. It's not a clump of cells anymore.
Yeah.
That's where the argument is now.
Or we're all clumps of cells, and it doesn't matter.